Hey there, it's me, Lumiere. Hey, air signs. Thank you for being so patient for your um reading for the week of 18th through whatever the fuck this says, Sunday to Sunday. I don't remember anymore. So without further ado, thank you for being so patient and waiting for your reading. I had run out of time. I didn't know the other signs would take fucking an hour long to record. It was not on purpose, but I suppose with 6 segments, it takes a while to um, do. So here's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, I'm speaking to air signs and air signs kings and air sign queens as well. Firstly, I'm gonna start off with a general reading, just a general reading for the week, right? General guidance for the week. And then I'm gonna do a Thanksgiving guidance for the week as well. And after that, I'm going to go into Earth Sign Kings and Earth Sign Queens. Each of those will get an individual romance guidance, as well as, I don't have my headphones, as well as a prosperity guidance, okay? So, stay tuned for that. If you obviously identify as an Earth Sign King, that'll be for you. If you identify as an Earth Sign Queen, that'll be for you. However, just also suspend your judgment and be open. If the other reading sort of calls to you, you might be in your king energy if you're a queen, and you might be in a queen energy if you're a king. It just sort of depends on what phase of life sometimes we're in, or what blah 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 blah. But most likely, and more often than not, you will probably have, if you're a queen, it'll be queen. If you're a king, it's gonna be king. That's where your guidance is gonna generally be at. Overall, it's really beautiful to see how the energies of the general and the Thanksgiving affect the romance in different ways, as well as the prosperity in different ways, for both kings and queens. It's really, really cool. It's really, really cool for me to do these readings. So if you enjoy them, let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and also commenting that you're into the video. That way I know to keep doing them for you, because they're quite lengthy. Jesus Christ. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with your general reading, your general guidance for the week. So let's get into it. Earth signs, by the way, are Taurus. Oh god. What is an earth sign? I shouldn't have said nothing. Alright, I got it. Earth signs are Google, what's an earth sign? I'm not astrology person, so I don't really actually know what the fuck. Alright, earth signs are Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. So if you're a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn, this is for you. What's the general guidance for Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns this week, please? Sunday to Sunday. So, if things aren't feeling like they're going your way, it seems like the guidance is for you to know that you're still okay. You're still okay. That's nice. Yeah, if something is coming back around, take it slow, take it easy. Yeah, it seems like things have been a little bit rocky for you, or things may be rocky this week, or I feel like it's more so things have been rocky for you, earth signs, in the recent past, with releasing certain energies, or maybe even having had certain conversations, or moving through certain phases in your life. However, I feel like something is coming back around for you, or this energy may still be around you, or you may still be in it. but it's for you to know that you're still safe. Like it's okay if you're still sort of in it, or if you're in the tail end of letting go, or if you've recently broken through certain conversations or realizations with people in your life or certain phases in your life. It's for you to recognize that you're still moving through certain things, and while you are safe, it's for you to be your own friend as opposed to your own enemy during this time. It's for you to take things slow, actually, for you to take things slow and to move at a pace that makes sense due to what you've either discovered or what you've away from, whatever the case may be. It's for you to know that you are okay, you are safe, you are more or less where you need to be. And I feel like that's gonna be hard for some to hear, actually, but it's more so like you're not off track, basically. Not to say that where you're at is the best place for you to be at, and it's exactly what. No, it's to say that you're not off track. You're not where you need to be in certain aspects of what you are at. So if you're feeling a bit angsty or feeling like things aren't moving along as fast as you'd like them to be, um, things are, don't try to push things in a way that isn't you. Don't try not to do things out of a place of like fear or lack, but that's basic. Like, try not to do things in order to set things off. So what I mean is this. This is like you hanging out with some people, and someone says, "Oh, you wouldn't blah 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 because you're not that type of person to blah blah blah," and that somehow offends you. Now, of course, it will offend you in certain aspects, but this isn't, it's not for you to then go, "Ooh, you're right," and then you do something radically different. By the book essentially talks about doing things according to the way things need to be done, doing things to the way things have been done. Um, what I've learned recently about earth signs, and I'm like a Vedic Virgo, is, which is weird, but earth signs are supposed to be somewhat like pedantic. By the book is like an earth sign like thing. Like there's an order here. Some may be quite bullheaded, some may be quite devilish, some may be quite um wild, but even in that wildness there's an order. So earth sign, if you have a certain order of doing things, keep to that order, but at the same time rely on the backbone of order as you enter something new. So if you are going to try something new, or if you are in a phase of trying something new, be gentle with yourself. If you're trying to do things differently, definitely attempt and do things differently, but at the same time, not so radically different, not so different that it's completely just not you, where even the results that you get or where you wind up isn't where you even want to wind up because you did things so drastically different. Okay. I don't know. I hope that made sense. Whatever that made sense for. Next, I'm going to do your Thanksgiving guidance. In the US, Thanksgiving is going to be this week. And just a little guidance for those that this matters to, but also I've found in doing the other signs that it really accompanies everything else beautifully. So I please have some Thanksgiving guidance, please, for the Thanksgiving season for earth signs that watch this video, please. For the earth sign watching this right now, may I please have guidance that would be relevant to them for the Thanksgiving season, please. For the Thanksgiving week. Thank you. this seems to be a little reminiscent of the first reading of like being true to yourself. Um, being true to yourself, and even if you do something different or something comes your way that's different, it's for you to still honor yourself and your highest self, yeah? Which I really like. We have higher power in reverse, and um I'm also hearing reinvention. I'm hearing reinvention. So, yeah, I don't know what's been going on with you, Earth signs, or what's maybe sparking up for you this week. But it seems like there has been or is some tumultuousness. This mountain is here, so it also seems like you may be on either the ending of it, like the ending half of it, or you are on the precipice of the end, or you have reached a certain mindset of whatever's going on in your world where you're like, okay, fuck it. Like, where you just kind of like, I put my hands up and say, okay, have your way with me, you know? Where you surrendered for some of you, there's a certain giving upness here, but it almost seems melancholic for some of you. Maybe it's because you'll be around family or friends or entering this season and you may be single or not as happy as you would like to be in certain parts, and that's maybe part of the sadness. Or maybe in work things aren't where you had hoped it would be, with shopping and Black Friday deals coming along, or just by the end, the end of the year can be everybody's birthday season, really. It's yeah, sorry, I was thinking out loud. Everybody's birthday season, in that it's a time of reflection. It draws certain aspects of our world into focus, and maybe that's hitting you, earth signs. But it tells me here that for some of you, or most of you, you're either going through this phase, or you're turning around on this mountain. It almost feels like you're on the precipice of exiting this phase, either mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or even physically, and entering into a phase which is bringing you joy. I remember when I was getting cards like the mountain, when I was getting cards like deep freeze that was saying don't do anything, sit the fuck down, sit the fuck down, sit the fuck down. It wasn't until I started getting, peaks of joy, peaks of joy, peaks of joy, that it was like, be happy, be happy. And I was like, but I'm not happy. Like, what do you mean there's things to be happy around? Like, yeah, there are things to be happy, but like, I'm generally not in that state necessarily. To me, this feels reminiscent of that. Even when I get your general reading, you are releasing and moving through something, Earth sign, and I want you to find the joy in the fact that you're doing it. You are doing it. You are moving through it. You are circumventing it. You are exiting this phase. Now, for some of you, this may not even be a phase that you're like entirely feeling. For some of you, this might be more so lighter, because I notice on a spectrum. Some of you are really feeling this heaviness. Others of you are so much on like the light side of it that it's more like, okay, Luce, like this must be for other earth signs and I pray for them. But this is still something that certain earth signs are moving through and going through, so on different levels though. So if you're an earth sign who's experiencing this energy, On the lighter side, I'd say send some prayers and thoughts and well wishes to earth signs that are experiencing this energy. On a heavier side, this is about stepping, not stepping into your power, but realizing that you are in your power no matter what's going on around you, that you have the power to surrender, and that surrender isn't always a bad thing. Giving up your hands and putting them palms up and saying, okay, this is where it is, this is where I'm at, is sometimes incredibly powerful. What I'm happy looking at here is that even given everything that I've said, it's actually you're moving through something towards out of this energy. So whatever phase of life you've been in, I know this is Thanksgiving, but it's adding on from the general read um, of that higher power, and really assessing whether if you're going to change or if you've entered into doing certain new things, reminding yourself of why you're doing them and where you're at, and reminding yourself of like your reasoning behind it, stepping back into the essence and reconnecting with that essence of what you are doing and why you are doing it, where you are at, and where you want to go, and knowing that you're still here and you are overcoming certain mountains, and especially coming towards the future. This is good. This is actually really, really good. So I'm happy you're here. When it comes to specifically Thanksgiving, there may be some questions from people, or you may be fighting or anticipating questions from people or certain things. And I feel like the overall message is somehow these two cards, the ghost lands here. So people may be asking you about your future. You may be thinking about your future, using this time of Thanksgiving to reflect on the future. But I feel like the overall sort of like message is for you to just suspend judgment, let it go, and enjoy what is there to enjoy. Oh no, sneeze. Oh, please. Oh, I hate when I sneeze like we do. Like, with happy here, it basically says, look at the world through the eyes of a clown, essentially. Like, there is some newness, there's some gifts in this moment, there's certain things that are in this moment that you can find joy in. So if it's poking fun at yourself, if it's poking fun at others, if it's just enjoying being around certain people or certain activities, or even enjoying where you're at, like, you may be in a shit spot in your life, but there's certain graces that you can enjoy and appreciate about where you're at. So even when I was going through the dark time, or dark night of the soul, perhaps you can call it, there was a moment for me where I had to appreciate the fact that even though I was feeling like a burden on my family, it was a blessing for me to have family around me that was supporting me during that time. I didn't have to fend for myself in the way that others have to fend for themselves. So I had found peace in being able to suffer and suffer safely, if that makes sense. So I don't know, whatever that's worth to you. It could be, even if you have people asking you questions or bringing up certain things, or this is you doing it to yourself, asking you, what's going on, and being introspective about your world. Maybe take it as, wow, I have people that actually care about me. I have people that actually want me to be happy, even though it's their definition of happiness, and it could be my definition of happiness. I have people around me who care about my well-being, whereas there are people who don't have a roof over their head today, or this season, where it's getting cold outside or it's too hot outside, depending on where you are in your region. Little things like that really kind of put a different perspective and help you find the joy here. Yeah. Help you find the joy. Come fucking through. I told you this is a good one. This is actually good. I just feel like I need to speak to those people who are feeling the heaviness of this energy. If you're not feeling so much of the heaviness, this message is still for you. I do believe that it could have been just, finding the joy in where you're at and making fun of it and relaxing and releasing, because you aren't entering or leaving this phase. Whatever phase you've been in, The season is good for you, Earth sign. And here we have the Ace of Cups, offering your emotion and light-hearted emotion to the people around you, to the world around you, being warm and accepting other people's offers of emotion. I love this. This is fucking beautiful. Take a screenshot of this right now. Ka-ching. The Ace of Cups is potential. The Ace of Cups is a gift here. The Ace of Cups feels like the thing that's coming into your world, but that hasn't yet come, that you don't know is coming. It's the whisper, it's the breeze, it's the flower bud that you don't see until it becomes a flower. It's the blessing that you don't see until you see it, until you feel it. This is beautiful. Thanksgiving season is giving you something warm for you to feel and look into. As I say that, I receive a message from someone who gives me warm feelings of appreciation. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay, babe. Now we're going to talk to Earth sign kings, Earth sign queens. I'll see you later on in your video. Okay? In the portion of your video. Hey, Earth sign kings. Howdy doody, baby. Earth sign kings, may I please have some romance guidance for Earth sign kings for this week, Sunday to Sunday, please? Romance guidance. I'm chuckling because Peaks of Joy came out. Earth sign kings, you're not taking a risk. You're hiding, you're not taking a risk. I almost feel like there's an opportunity for you, but you're not taking it. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to do things imperfectly. You might be feeling down on yourself. Oh, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that, which is so odd because you're the king of motherfucking pentacles, bitch. Come the fuck on. Like, you're my favorite ass king sometimes. The king of pentacles is that bitch. Like, he's that shit. I love him in some ways. Sometimes I hate him, but he speaks on it. You are the Earth King. What you doing being down on yourself? Come the fuck on. Yeah, you may be shitting on yourself. Feeling quite low. Oh, this. Oh, that. Ooh, 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 ooh. And trying to fight certain feelings that you have that are valid. Now, if your worries about yourself are in fact like based in physical truth, oh, I don't have a house of my own and so I can't, no one will ever love me. It's like, that's number one, an exaggeration, okay? There are people with 3 families and they're incarcerated or they're in real tough situations. People still love them. So love will find you if you're open to it. Anyway, Earth King, you are shitting on yourself in a real, like, deep way. And I don't know if it's because there's certain things going on in your world, quite possibly, and you're trying to maybe not indulge in whatever romantic feelings that you have for someone, or feelings that you have for romance in general, but I feel like your guidance is to take a little bit of a risk. Take a risk, Earth King. Take a risk. The things don't have to be so perfect. Wasn't I saying that earlier? Like, earth signs are so, like, pedantic and da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 stereotype. Things don't have to be just so Because it doesn't seem like things will ever be just so the way you need them to be before you do a thing. Before you take the risk, you're waiting for the storm to pass, but it's like, man, this storm ain't passing anytime soon, so what you gonna do? Miss out on this opportunity that's coming your way? Is that what you're gonna do? Just miss it out? Take a risk, see how it goes. At least you shoot. You land amongst the stars, right? Shoot for the moon. Something. You may be thinking you don't have enough to give somebody. I feel like you're blocking yourself here. Try not to think about it. Because you have your mind on trying to fix your world and attending to it. But take the risk. Actually. And the Ace of Cups wanted to come up. And there's a star here. Hope. Is that like what? Aquarius or something? Hope. When you wish upon a star, there's no telling who you are. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I feel like you're sitting around attending to other things, hoping that things will get better without you having to take the risk. Things will get better without you having to do anything towards them. So I feel like you're sitting, waiting, wishing, hoping when it comes to this love situation. And you might miss the boat, man. You might miss the boat. Whatever it is you're sitting, waiting, wishing for may not be there forever. It may leave you. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Another 4 in reverse. So you may be afraid of losing this person or losing something. You may be afraid of the instability in your home life or in your world. So it seems like there are certain, it's a risk, right? While there is a storm on your house, while there is a storm on your living, in your psyche, in your world, in your home, there are certain feelings that you feel towards something else. It just seems to me that you gotta take this risk. Not that you got to, but it seems like, yeah. You're just in an energy and a season of hoping that things will get better. And you come out. That bitch, right? You are the baddest bitch, Earth King. Look at you. Do it. Take care of what you need to take care of. In all aspects. Don't ignore this romantic thing, whatever this thing is for you. I'm going to read this. The daylight scene is much the same, for this earthy king doesn't have many secrets. He is straightforward in his thinking and in his deeds. An ox stands nearby, symbolizing steadfast strength and the ability to take on hard tasks. Another watermelon is tucked away behind the throne. Perhaps he is saving it for himself, since there is enough for everyone. His castle is in the distance, across the rolling hills. Though there isn't much to learn from his inner self, we can learn a bit about his marriage. The Queen of Pentacles on her battered throne and her exhaustion from always caring for others before herself is a vivid contrast with the King's shiny throne, his abundance of food, and above all his distance from the castle. He knows how to replenish and maintain his own well-being, so he can keep taking care of others in good health and good spirits. That's true. The Queen of Pentacles' back is really beat the fuck up. It's sad. So I'm not sure if you're hoping that this person will beat your door down and come to you as opposed to you going to them. But this seems like the more I shuffle, the more complicated the situation gets. But I feel like I'm being sucked into your world of what complicated actually is when it's not really that complicated. Blessed. I'm going to read that too. You are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. More important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. What this tells me is that you probably have somebody who is working for you in this connection. And it seems like you may be trusting that person to do most of the romantic work, perhaps, do the romantic risk taking, but you also have an inkling of the risks that you have to take in this romance, but you are not doing it for whatever reason. I wager some of the reasons may be shrouded by earthly pleasures and earthly desires, aka I'm not this, I don't have that, earthly limitations. But also I feel like it's a deeper thing for you where you're maybe not ready or you don't want to be ready right now for this person or this energy. Okay, so good luck with this one, Earth King. Okay, I'm going to pull on your prosperity guidance. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Prosperity guidance for Earth Kings, please. Oh, you have two. TikTok and orphaned. My. Okay, let's read that. Okay. TikTok in protection says, have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? That's what we were talking about earlier. There's nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the most important of things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands. Remember, it's safe for you. With guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours, divine. King, all is yours in divine appropriate timing. You can relax. So continuing on with your prosperity message is me reading the orphaned. This card reminds you that you can't be all things to all people. You're not going to be popular with everyone, and that has to be okay with you. Be clear about your mission, your brand, your work persona, and your contribution to the world, as these must be based on what you authentically have to offer, not something you think will sell or you perceive they may want. You will attract abundance by being completely yourself. Stay in your own lane. Didn't I say that? By doing things by the book, by being you, even if it's doing something different, still bringing you into it, like your basic skeleton. Stay in your own lane. That's where you will shine and where you'll experience prosperity. Come through. The message is so covering. So, for your romance connection, if there is someone that you're feeling, it may be worth to at least share with them that, hey, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm focusing on, so that you're not so shrouded by certain energies that you just don't need to be shrouded in. Like, let's be grown, when it comes to prosperity and everything, just keep your backbone and operate from your highest self, okay? Thanks, Earth King. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and like the video if it helped you. Maybe share it with another Earth King if you think you found value here. Okay, I'll see you in the comments. Keep your light on, and good luck. Hey, Earth Queen. Hey, Earth Queen. Okay. May I please have some romance guidance, please, for Earth Queens this week? Oh, boy. Sometimes I wonder why I keep shuffling. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. This is going to sound contradictory. For some of you, you may be feeling like love isn't for you. Not love has forsaken you, but you may be really feeling without love and empty of love, hoping that by now I would have loved to be with someone, especially as it's the holiday season, especially as it's Thanksgiving. That is the signaling of the holiday seasons and being around family and them asking those questions, and you just feeling some type of way about a situation that a month ago was fairly okay, but now that you're with family, it really kind of harps on and triggers your insecurities about said situation. So there's that. You not feeling too good about yourself, you not feeling too good about love, you just feeling quite shit about love, actually, maybe even wanting to run away or not even showing up for family affairs or group events because of this feeling, okay? For others of you, I think for most of you, that's really the essence of the message, okay? If you are with somebody, it's feeling like something's missing. Maybe you were hoping for a proposal. Maybe you were hoping for your relationship to have taken itself to the next level. Feeling like whomever you're with may not be happy with you specifically, like you, what's wrong with me, why aren't we blah blah blah, why isn't he why aren't they how come she, whatever your preference, but a feeling just, yeah, like that. Reminiscing over perhaps where you were last year with this person or a certain lover, saying, oh, this time last year, if this time last year sparked some pain, this is you reacquainting yourself with that pain and saying, oh man, this time last year I was really hurt, or happy memories bringing about some sort of hurt, reminiscing, bringing some sort of hurt from, last year, or the season. These were the plans we had, or I would have hoped, da 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 da. That kind of buy now energy, influenced by last year, or 6 months ago when we were together, we had plans for this, and now we're not together, or things are rocky between us, and those types of feelings. Yeah, there's a not wanting to be around people, or not wanting to be around family, or not feeling at home in yourself, feeling inauthentic, feeling unhappy. The thing is, like, I want to say, like, you're going towards what's yours. Like, it's literally like, there's a lake by my house, and gnats fly around there during the gnat season. Gnats are these, like, little flying creatures. They're tiny. I'm sure anyway, they're really tiny, and they create these, like, gnat nests, almost like a bunch of mosquitoes. You know how mosquitoes have parties and they hang out in these, like, areas, and then you walk through it, and it's like, oh God, gnats do the same thing. I feel like this is a gnat energy. This is a mosquito energy, because little old you is just, like, moving through it, and you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, and then you just keep moving. You're headed towards your treasure, B. You're headed towards what's yours. If anything, I feel like you have some treasure on you. Like, you have a certain confidence that you've accrued over time, about this certain topic, about love, about this person. This is a phase, is what I'm trying to say. This energy is quite literally that. It is an energy. It's like the feeling of a sneeze. Once you sneeze, it's done, and a minute later, if that, you forget you even sneezed. This is an energy that's going to pass as quickly as it came. Okay? Whew. Sorry. You might be feeling like your ships have sailed. You might be feeling like your time is gone. Oh, I'm now too old. Or, oh, things are getting a certain way. And that's not me belittling that. That's just me maybe calling that out, saying, oh, I've missed my boat. I missed my area. What was I doing with my life? Not feeling good about yourself, really. The thing is, you still have kind of this one cup to give one person. You still want to share your life with somebody, and it's been a long road, maybe even a long, lonely road, or it feels like it's been a long, lonely road. You've been single for 2 months. It's a road that you've traveled for a while, where you want to belong, you want to be with someone, or you want to feel like things are together when it comes to romance. Looking for the book. I want to read a lot of these cards. They graciously came out in the upright, so I can read them from the book. I really love this Page of Cups here. I love his message. He's an old soul, the ocean, da-da-da. This person's inner self and outer self are pretty much one and the same at this stage. The inner self is just a bit darker. He keeps his moodiness to himself and the more tender emotions that may be too vulnerable to the roughness of the world. The turtle offers a clue as to why. Sea turtles are old souls that have been swimming the dark waters for many lifetimes. When it feels threatened, it withdraws into its shell. For this person, it feels safer to stay in the shell. Over time, he may learn that gentleness doesn't mean weakness. I feel like you missed the boat in life. But the cool thing is, again, it's a fucking, look, it's a fucking turtle, okay? Like, it's a fucking turtle. And here we have the same fucking creature, two different decks, on water. This is carrying the treasure, and this could be carrying him, because this dude is walking on water. From this perspective, this dude's walking on water. This turtle may be carrying him on water. He is the treasure. Like, you are the treasure. You have what you need. You didn't miss no fucking boat. Like, you are the fucking boat, B. You ain't missed shit. You may be looking at the boat, but this turtle's being like, alright, well, I'm just gonna take you where you need to go. You can pass this phase of looking at this boat and feeling like you missed it. Like, you can keep doing that, but like, we're just passing through. Remember? Remember early in the video? We're just passing through. We're just passing through. There goes the boat. That's not your boat though, because you are the boat. We're just passing through. You are actually being delivered to the person that's yours, towards the energy that's for you, the energy that's not unrequited, the energy that is yours, because this shit is not for you. The cool thing is, on this side, this kid looks like this person right here for me. But in any case, you're just passing on through this energy. You got your cup, and you're still going where you gotta go. You gonna be alright. That was really fun. I love when that happens. Fuck. I'm gonna read Temperance for you. The alchemical act of tempering a substance transforms and purifies it by bringing it into balance. The angel is tempering life force itself, pouring from gold to silver, from sun to moon, from active to receptive, from day to night, from logic to intuition. There's an infinite variation of associations for the two cups, and then pouring back again to achieve balance. The angel asks, where are you out of balance? What element needs increase or decrease? What is needed to restore harmony in your soul? So think about that when it comes to your love life, okay? This week, energy. And anyway, shit. I'm gonna get your prosperity message now, Earth Queen. This is actually really great. I'm glad I did this last, because obviously in my world, what I think is a mistake, the spirits always shows me that no, that was the plan all along. This is going to be the longest video of the 4, and I feel like it's with good reason, because I needed to take my time with you. Not rush, but really, at least this is for one person. Shit. Let's get your prosperity message, yeah? Prosperity message for Earth Queen, please. When it comes to finance, not love, please. I keep hearing love in my head. When it comes to finance and career, prosperity message, please. Finance and career for my Earth Queens. Time for a nap. Sit down. So you have 18 and 48. Oops, sorry. You have serendipity and poised for your prosperity message. To me, this looks like certain things happening in your life to throw you off balance so that you can regain balance in the way that you needed to regain balance. This is like you, I have a gap tooth, but this is just an example. This is like you breaking your teeth in some sort of fucking, I don't know, you fall and you do some shit to your mouth, and then you go and you actually, let's say you go and then you find out that you had a cavity anyway, or something was going on with your teeth, and so it corrects itself. That's more so milk and honey. But this is like a shakedown to, this is like a setback to set you up for a comeback, as Joel Osteen says. Okay? Okay. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. This is your prosperity, your finance, something, something, okay? It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Consider this, sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. So if you move to a certain place for work, if you have a new job, if you have, whatever is going on in your world, you started a new business. This is this was literally my life for like 3 fucking years. It sucked because I'm thinking, oh, this is exactly what it's meant to be. This feels so right, and of course it felt right. It just felt right for the future. um, I was learning things that weren't working for the business I was doing at the time, for what I was doing at the time. However, eventually, when I would help others, it worked for them perfectly. So I know my information was correct. It's just it wasn't working. There was a huge blockage in success for me in what I was doing before, and then when I eventually hit rock bottom, and then where the rock was born, and then where the rock's people were born, and bottom and bottom and bottom, and into this the dark depths of soul, um, that's where I was able to be reborn again into a world where I still had what I had from before, and the information that I had before, business wise, was now working in the new endeavor. So it sucks to say sometimes, but that's why I read this message. Like, I know what this message means. I just prefer reading it than saying like, oh, hey. So I just prefer to read it, because this message is, sometimes you are led into certain things so you can learn. And spiritually, sometimes you say learn because it's like you gonna get a little fucked up, and that fucking that's gonna you're gonna get a little fucked over in some senses. But really, when you look at it in hindsight, you can clearly see the blessing in how that journey has completely prepared you for this, this moment, or the new phase that you're entering into. So if that's something that you've experienced in business or entrepreneurship or work, whatever, like, you're not alone. And if anything, this is actually an incredible blessing, because firstly, the more you look at it as a blessing, the more you can receive the lessons with gentleness, and the more you can apply them freely to really give you the full benefit of what the experience was about. Reading poised in protection here is, you're not ready to move forward at this time. And that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So, this reminds me of the beginning, where I was really reluctant to say you're entering into a new phase. I feel like you're still looking at that ship. I feel like you're still looking and passing through the energy that you need to pass through. So acting now looks like, prosperity wise, the lesson there, or the guidance there, is to not necessarily do anything right now, not necessarily take the risk right now, not necessarily do the thing, unless your guidance personally tells you otherwise. But it seems like you're still sort of getting little tidbits more of information from the phase that you're in at right now. Okay, Earth Sign Queens, I hope that you enjoyed this. I've enjoyed spending time with you. It's really nice. Thanks for having me and spending all this time with me. I appreciate you. If you'd like a private reading, the information for that is in the description box below. If you liked this video and it served you in some way, please like it and let me know that you liked it. well, by liking it. And then I'll see you in the comments to see if anything kind of resonated for you, or, spoke to you in some way, because I feel like it's always good to hear something that you didn't exactly think. I don't know how this really resonates for everybody, but I feel like it's always good to kind of be reminded of certain aspects of self, you know? So I wish you everything, and good luck, okay? Keep your light on.